question is, how can we let a species go extinct in our lifetime? So let's make that change. Let's do something about that. My name is Brigitte Harbers. I'm 17 years old. I live in New York City, and I'm a rising senior at the Marymount School of New York. This past summer, I was given the phenomenal opportunity to intern for 3 weeks at the University of Auckland in New Zealand. We had been in New Zealand, my family and I, for spring break 1 year, where I'd found out about the Hector's dolphin. And I found out they were an endangered species, the Hector's dolphin. As I was reading the Wikipedia page, I saw that there was a subspecies called the Māui Dolphin. I was shocked to find out there was only 55 left.
What we have in New Zealand is an endemic dolphin. It only breeds on the west coast of the North Island, only found in a small area and doesn't move much.
Biggest threats to the Māui dolphin include commercial fishing within trawling and set net fishing, some oil and gas explorations, and some seismic exploration as well. With the trawling and the set nets, the dolphins will get caught in them and they'll drown, and because they're only found very, very close to the beaches, it's really easy for them to get caught in those nets. And they're a little afraid, I guess you could say, of going out into the open ocean. So anything that's on the coast, even boating sometimes, really affects the dolphins. That really struck me, that these small, adorable dolphins had such small numbers. And I just wondered, is anybody doing anything? I contacted a professor at the Oregon State University, Professor Scott Baker, and asked him if it would be possible for me to intern with him during the summer of 2015. I was given a full catalog of 2,500 photographs of dorsal fins that Professor Baker and his team had shot earlier that year on a boat survey. I pulled out the distinctly marked individuals, so individuals that have either nicks or scrapes on their dorsal fin that are easily distinguished from other dolphins. I was able to put these into one of the catalogs that the Department of Conservation of New Zealand already has going. There's a public catalog and a private catalog. This is a way we can distinguish between dolphins and kind of lifespan as well. And then we have our sightings. So the public will call in to either the Department of Conservation or to the World Wildlife Fund. So that gives us a range where the dolphins have been sighted and allows us to better understand their distribution. And it also lets us understand how the environment is affecting the dolphins. We were able to stay in contact with Professor Baker, and he invited me to travel to New Zealand and be a part of this survey team for that year. We were on the boat from about 8:30 until 4:30 every day looking for dolphins, and it's just fun to kind of hear them breathing all around you. The dolphins were coming up next to us, and it made me happy that I was able to be out there with them, and it really hit me that these are actual animals I'm working for the conservation of. It's this kind of connection you have with them right there, that you can see them and they know you're there, and some of them wanted to ride the bow of the boat in the waves, and they just were interacting with you. Later, one of Professor Baker's colleagues, Rochelle Constantine, she came up to visit us, and she ended up offering me an internship for that summer. I did some more photo identification, which was about 1,500 photos. We found 3 new distinct individuals, so they were added to the catalog. 2 of them are now part of the public catalog, so people will now be looking out for 2 more dolphins. The Māui dolphin population, it's a challenging topic to think about in a way.
It's hard studying any animal in the wild, let alone things that live in the ocean, don't stay still. With the Māui dolphin, we can't take them out of the sea and put them in a pool and have them have more offspring. It's just not how it works. They've tried to put them in captivity and they die. Many species of dolphin die when you put them in captivity. So, we can't manipulate them in all the typical ways. We can't feed them, we can't do anything except for look after the threats that we know that we can control.
Of course, I want to be positive that yes, I think they will increase And within the next 50 years, I think it'll be great, but I have to be realistic in thinking that there's a possibility that we can't save them. A lot of my work will hopefully be used as part of a threat management plan. For me to have an impact on that is really special, and I can't even believe it's happening.
In the marine context, it's much more like trying to manage common land, so an area where people have the right to access and within some reasons the right to do certain activities. The animals occupy that same area, so you've got to work with a range of different people to decide what's the appropriate mechanisms that you need to put in place to conserve these animals. And it's hard.
We're at a time right now where conservation is really key. We notice problems. Everybody sees problems. There's not to a point yet where, oh gosh, it's too late. No, we have an opportunity right now that we can notice a problem and we can try to fix it. I'm 17. If I can do it, I'm sure anybody can do it. It's just the fact that I love dolphins. I've fallen in love with these dolphins. I think the best way to make a change is to actually get up and go do something. If you just send an email out, ask to help. Everybody's looking for help, and if you show passion, if you show that, hey, yeah, I want to make an impact, I want to make a difference, I want to save something, I want to change something, I think that anybody would be lucky to have you on their team. And of course, not everybody can do that. I understand there's variables in everybody's lives. But at least make the effort as much as you can. And I think that if you're motivated, if you have that passion, you should do something with it.
I just think it's about being mindful of all of our actions all of the time.
We love our planet, but I honestly think we can do more. We have one life. It's really important we take that little time we have on this planet and put it for better use.